So we used another very well-known provider, but we always found it was quite difficult to navigate. You could never really find what you were looking for. There'd be a query or an inquiry come into the office and you were like, well, you'd go to that as a first port of call, but you wouldn't necessarily be able to find a decent enough answer. And you also kind of, school policies, which is something I have, as part of my job. There were examples from other schools, but they never quite fitted what you wanted. And you also were a bit unsure as to how robust they were, I suppose. So it was okay. And it did the job at the time, but obviously as accountability's increased over the last few years, more and more so, we felt we needed an alternative provider.
Okay, and I feel like I know the answer to this already, given the things that you found were the downsides of your previous supplier, but what was it about the school bus that you found appealing?
Well, so the most important one is the fact that the templates for the policies are there. Yeah. Obviously you're going to change them. They have to be made sort of particular to your own school and your own setting. We get that. But you felt that when you opened it, that it was really comprehensive. There was everything had been sort of researched and it was backed up with references to all the documents that were important. So if it's anything to do with safeguarding or children's safety, you know that they've gone through keeping children safe in education with a fine-tooth comb. They've looked at the legislation, they've looked at all of the things that you need to, and it's reflected in that policy. So you know that the groundwork's been done, and then you then have to adapt it to your own setting. So